Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Dylby here, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. And today, guys, we are going to be discussing the top 5 best things I like about Call of Duty World War II Zombies. Now, there is a lot of things in WW2 Zombies that I actually have a blast with. I mean, there's a couple things definitely that are just fantastic. There's a lot of things in this game, in this Zombies mode, that is much better than Treyarch, in my opinion. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 best things I like about Call of Duty World War II Zombies. This is just going to be my opinion, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this list. Anyways, guys, let's just jump right into the video here. At the number 5 spot, we have the guns. Now, there isn't a gun in this game that's awful. I mean, there's obviously a couple guns that aren't really the best, but for the most part, the majority of the guns in World War II Zombies are good. I mean, we have guns like the machine pistol. That's not the best gun, but it's a great gun to have in the early rounds, a great gun to build points. Obviously, it's a starting room wall buy, so it's not that expensive. You can get that, you can build up points with that. It's a good gun to build up points, in my opinion. You got guns like the STG. You know, the wall guns inside World War II Zombies are just great. The box guns, obviously, we got the PPSH, the bar. A lot of great weapons are inside this game. Now, the Jack in the Box, I'm going to be including these as weapons. Jack in the Box, obviously, monkey bombs, pretty much. They're great as well. So overall, these guns are good. And like I said before, I can't really think of a gun in World War II Zombies that's bad. Obviously, there's some guns that aren't the best. For instance, the shotgun in the Spawn, not really the best, but it's still a gun that you can have that's not awful. That can still powerful and it'll still kill zombies, but it's just not my first choice. But it's not a bad gun. So the majority of the guns are great, and there is really no gun, in my opinion, in World War II Zombies that's bad. I do think that the World War II Zombies guns are definitely better than the Treyarch guns. Now, Treyarch did have a lot of great guns. This is not including the wonder weapons. This is just including normal weapons. Now, Treyarch did have a lot of great weapons in the past. In Black Ops 3, they had great weapons. They had guns like the Dingo, guns like the Haymaker. Great guns. You know, in Black Ops 1, they had good guns as well. Black Ops 2, great guns. But World War II Zombies definitely has good guns. Like I said before, I cannot think of a bad gun. At the number 4 spot, we have the fact that these maps are actually scary maps. Now, prior to release, you know, everybody was saying that World War II Zombies is going to be a scary zombies experience, you know, but that's been said multiple times in the past. Treyarch said it before. I'm pretty sure Infinity Ward said it as well. So, you know, once Sledgehammer said it was going to be scary, I was like, okay, you know, it's probably not, right? But it actually is. It's scary as shit. I mean, both maps, the Final Reich and Grossenhaus, cannot pronounce that, but both maps are scary. I mean, there are times where you're just running around, a random zombie pops up, makes a huge noise, and it actually gets me jumping. It's actually scary. In the Final Reich, when you're turning on power, when you're turning the cogs or whatever, the odd time you will get a jump scare. Now, my first ever time playing the Final Reich, like my first ever time playing, the first ever time I moved this cog, I actually got one, and I wasn't expecting it, and it scared the living shit out of me. Now, obviously, when I play, I expect it, so it's not as scary, but the first couple times of me playing actually the Final Reich and Grossenhaus, I was actually scared a lot because there's a lot of pop-ups, a lot of jump scares that are just randomly there that you don't expect. Both maps sort of look dark and eerie, so overall these maps are actually scary. Now, in the past, like I said before, we have had, you know, game developers say that they're going to be scary. I'm pretty sure Treyarch said it was Zetsubo. Zetsubo was not scary, it was just awful. I mean, yeah, it was sort of dark and eerie, but it wasn't scary at all. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't scary. Nothing about it was scary. I mean, if you guys think buckets are scary, then yeah, it might be scary. But for the most part, Zetsubo was not scary whatsoever. Infinity Ward, all the games on Infinite Warfare was not scary at all. So, you know, prior to release, when they said it was going to be scary, I wasn't expecting it to be scary. But it actually is. Like, it's actually terrifying, and I like that because it's zombies, so you want it to be scary. We haven't had a scary zombie map for a long time. Final Reich and Grossenhaus, both maps are terrifying, and I love it. Having both maps actually be scary just makes the map more fun. It doesn't make it as boring, which is obviously good. So having them scary is definitely good, and they are actually terrifying. Like, I'm not lying. If you guys haven't played World War II Zombies yet, the first time you're gonna play, be wary. Now, obviously, it's not like terrifying. Like, it's not like scary, but it is creepy at times, and you could get sort of scared on pop-ups and jump scares within both maps. So the maps are kind of scary, they're eerie, and overall that's great, and I'm loving that. At the number 3 spot, guys, we have the Easter eggs. Now, in the Final Reich, you have 2 Easter eggs you can do. You have the casual and the hard one. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. You know, one's easy, one's hard. Both of them are fun to do. You know, if you're sort of new to the Final Reich, if you haven't been playing it since release, go and do the casual. I've actually did the casual Easter egg my first ever time playing the map, and I sort of went through it with flying colors. No real problem there. So overall, the casual Easter egg is indeed a casual Easter egg. It's not that difficult at all, so you shouldn't have any problems. So if you guys just want to sort of get used to the map, want to do an Easter egg, the casual Easter egg is definitely a good Easter egg to do. Now obviously that's fun, but you also have the actual main Easter egg, the actual hard Easter egg, that as well is super fun to do. Obviously a bit more difficult, but it's fun. I mean, both of these Easter eggs are actually fun, which is good, because in the past there's been a lot of Easter eggs that just weren't fun to do. For example, Revelations. Like, come on, the glitchiness and all the bugs that were inside Revelations, just I don't even want to get started. But like, Rev was a bad Easter egg to do, and it wasn't fun. I did it because I sort of felt like I had to do it, because I've been doing all the other eggs for, you know, all the other Black Ops 3 maps. So I felt like I had to end it off with Rev. Some of the maps on IW were sort of the same. I did the Easter eggs just because I felt like I had to. Didn't really want to do them, but I felt like I had to. I did them once, never really went back to them. A lot of maps on IW were like that, some on Black Ops 3 as well. But the Final Reich, just it's not like that at all. I mean, both the casual and hard Easter egg are fun to do, and I can do them over and over again, not really get bored of them, which is good. They're fun Easter eggs. Everything about the eggs are actually good. Now we only have, you know, one map that actually has many Easter eggs, so who knows what the DLC maps are going to be like. Who knows? Hopefully they're good. I feel like they are going to be good. Grossing House doesn't have like a mini Easter egg, obviously, but it has some Easter eggs, like how to get the box, how to open the secret room, how to get Pack-a-Punch. Those are obviously super helpful Easter eggs to do, obviously, and they're simple. Like, they're simple. They're not hard to do at all. So for the most part, the Easter eggs on World War II Zombies so far are great. They're fun. They're easy. And they're overall just great eggs to actually try to complete. At the number 2 spot, we have the replay value. Now, I said this in previous videos before, multiple times already, on World War II Zombies. The replay value on World War II Zombies is great. I mean, you just can play this non-stop. Both maps, both the challenge map and the Final Reich, and you just can never get bored of it. Overall, these maps are fun. Everything about them. If you're going for a high round in the Final Reich, super fun to do, and not that hard, and you know, it's fun. You can do it over and over again too. If you're doing both Easter eggs, they're fun, and you can do them over and over again. The replay value for the Final Reich is definitely there. Grossing House as well is definitely there. Overall, these two maps have great replay value, and I can see myself playing the Final Reich and Grossing House, you know, throughout the whole entire season, even when other DLC maps are out. I mean, overall, these are just great maps, and the replay value is definitely there, and the replay value is very, very important. Black Ops 3, some maps had decent replay value, but you can see now, like, nobody really is streaming Black Ops 3. Obviously, World War II's out, but before it came out, nobody was really streaming Black Ops 3. If you look at Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 had great replay value. Like, during Infinite Warfare, during Black Ops 3, people were still streaming Town and Nuketown and Transit, all the maps on Black Ops 2. People were still streaming that because people liked that, and the replay value was there, and that was a big reason why the game was so successful. World War II Zombies, so far the same thing. Obviously, it hasn't been out for a long time yet, so we can't really judge that, but the replay value for the Final Reich is definitely there, and I know that, you know, down in the season, down in, like, let's say March, April, around that area, I will still be playing this map even when other DLCs are out. So, you know, that's going to be good. Now, obviously, we don't know what the DLC is going to be like. Hopefully, the DLC map is, you know, good. DLC 1's good, and that has great replay value as well. But for the most part, the Final Reich and Grossing House definitely have great replay value, which is very important, and it's a big reason why the game is actually going to be successful. We all know that the Final Reich is a good map and has crazy replay value, but Grossing House as well is just an overall great map, a great challenge map, and it is addicting. I mean, I've been playing this non-stop since release, trying to get a high round. Highest round is 25. I cannot get past 25, but actually I got to 27, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, I want to get to 30. 30 is a goal, and I'm hooked on this map trying to get to 30. Hopefully soon I get it, but, like, that map is super addicting. And similar to the Final Reich, the Grossing House definitely has great replay value. So overall, World War II Zombies has a great replay value, which is obviously good. Coming in at the number 1 spot, we have the class system. Now, this is interesting. Some people like it, some people don't, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure the majority of Call of Duty fans out there, the majority of the Call of Duty Zombie fans out there, like the World War II Zombies class system. Now, basically, you can sort of make your own class, make your own loadout. It's not class, it's called loadout, so I shouldn't be saying class. But basically, you can make your own loadout. You can choose what gun you want to start with. Now, that's interesting. I mean, I don't think, like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think there was ever a time in zombies history where we were able to start with a gun of our choice. In Black Ops 3, you know, the RK5 you can start with sometimes, but for the most part, there really wasn't any time that I can think of in Call of Duty zombie history that allowed us to choose what guns we can actually, you know, use. In World War II zombies, we can do that. We can choose between the machine pistol, a couple shotguns, a sniper. Now you have to unlock them, you have to be a certain level to use these, but you know, it's so cool that you're able to actually start off with, you know, multiple guns, like whatever gun you want to choose. When I'm choosing my gun, I usually go with the Colt just because it's a good point gun and it's good to build up points. So I don't really use the other guns, but if you guys want to use a machine pistol, the sawed-off shotgun, if you guys want to use any of those guns, you can choose. You just have to be a high enough level, which is great. We also have mods. Mods is basically World War II's version of gobblegums. I don't think they're as good, to be honest, but they're still great. They're definitely better than Faith and Fortunes. These mods, there's a lot of cool mods on there. Pack Mule is one of them. So Mule Kick is not a perk, obviously. A Mule Kick is actually a mod. If you want Mule Kick, it has to be in a mod, the form of a mod. It's not actually in, you know, in the game as a perk machine. It's a mod, which is not terrible. I mean, Pack Mule is something I always use, but mods are overall just great. You also have your specials. I'm pretty sure they're called specials, something like that. You also have your specials where you have things like free fire, camouflage. Basically, you can choose out of 4 things, and whatever one you choose, you have. And basically, your bar gets filled, and once your bar gets filled, you can use a sort of specialist thing, this specialist ability, sort of like the Black Ops 3 multiplayer, where your bar fills up at the bottom right, and you can basically use it whenever you want. Now, the 2 best, in my opinion, are free fire and camouflage. I usually only use camouflage because basically what camouflage does is you're not seen from zombies. So basically, once your bar fills up, you activate it, no zombie can see you. So if you're doing any challenges, whether it be a starting room challenge or whatever, this is obviously very, very helpful. Free fire, basically unlimited ammo once you activate it. There's a couple other ones as well, the 2 other ones. They're not really the best, so I don't really use them. Don't really know them that well, so I don't use them because they're not good. But camouflage and free fire are definitely the 2 that I use. I do think these specialists are definitely probably the best thing that World War II did that's new. I mean, you know, Treyarch didn't really have this, but World War II zombies have this, and it's a great addition. I mean, it definitely helps you in-game, whether you're doing the Easter egg, whether you're going for high rounds, doing challenges. These specialists, especially camouflage and free fire, these definitely help you. I do think that the loadouts are the best new addition to World War II zombies for sure, obviously. And I know a lot of other people out there think the same. They're just great, and they're different, and overall I'm loving these loadouts. And for me, it's definitely the best part about World War II zombies for me, being able to choose what gun you want to start with, change your mods, you know, stuff like that, use a specialist ability. You can also choose what character, which is brand new as well. So overall, the whole loadout is just awesome, and for me, it's definitely deserving of the #1 spot. I don't think the whole character thing, switching characters, I don't think that's a part of loadout, but that's still cool as well, obviously. So overall, the loadouts is definitely deserving of the #1 spot. So that's it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this list. Let me know if you guys like this list, don't like this list, whatever. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Anyways, guys, I'm Dylby, and I will see you guys in the next one.